What's good, everybody? My name is Branden Mitch, and I'm actually here to give you guys some content creator slash Instagram influencer tips on things I'm learning on Instagram as I go through my journey. But before I actually go into the topic of this video, make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube page. That way you don't miss none of my newest videos giving you guys Instagram influencer tips and content creating tips. So today I want to talk to you guys about the benefits of being a micro influencer. Now, what is a micro influencer? I'm going to tell you what a micro influencer. Now, a micro influencer is somebody who has anywhere between 1,000 followers to 100,000 followers. Now, this is a very, cool, sweet spot to be in. A lot of people have heard or said that, or a lot of people are under the impression that they need to have, like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers to land brand deals. And I'm actually here to tell you that's not true. There's actually this campaign that I was actually a part of that they had brought somebody along, and I had 30 something thousand followers, and it was actually somebody who had like 1,200 followers that was in the campaign. So if you're under the impression that you need to have this, X amount of followers, I'm here to tell you that you don't. There is benefits in being a micro influencer. Now, what are the benefits of being a micro influencer, and what are some reasons that a brand would want to, work with a micro influencer? Now, another thing that I feel like I'm kind of repeating in every video: brands work with you because of I keep using the book. Brands work with you because of the community that you build and the engagement that your community has. The engagement your community has. Now, when you have a high engagement rate, that's super good for brands, because brands understand that there are a lot more people talking under your content, in the comment section, DMs, whatever it may be. But the engagement rate is a lot higher. Now, with being a micro influencer, you're actually able to work your engagement and, speak back and have dialogue with, your followers, which in turn, I don't know if you know this, actually boosts your engagement. So when you actually talk back to your followers, this actually boosts your engagement, and this is something brands want to see when you work with them. So, being a, micro influencer, depending on how big your following is, I know I'm pretty sure it gets a lot harder to keep up and maintain like around 100,000, probably like 80, 75,000 followers. It can get pretty hard to talk back with people. But I'm saying make an effort to actually speak to these people. Even if you do have this, X amount of followers, talk back to your community. Because a lot of times when we reach a certain amount of numbers, it's kind of like we feel like we don't have to talk back to the community or our followers, because, I have this amount of followers, so, I don't have to talk to you. If you have the time and you're able to do it, I would highly suggest do it. Even if you have a high follower count, because I feel like if your followers or your community, they actually see you actually still talking back with, X amount of followers, that lets them know that you're still a real person, and they're just a lot more likely to come to bat for you and to speak up for you and defend you, if they ever need to. So finding ways to add value back into the space is what I want to remind you guys, and keep your mind there. If you can think of ways to add back to the community, I feel like your Instagram page would be fine. But like I said, being a micro influencer with, having a certain amount of followers, it's easy to talk back to your community. And like I said, in turn, brands are looking for people with high engagement rates. And if you're talking back and you guys are having, good dialogue about, whatever the context is you post, brands love this and they're a lot more likely to want to work with you. And another thing with being a micro influencers are usually people that are usually talking about a niche. And usually when you're not, a celebrity, celebrities can talk and post about pretty much whatever they want, because, they've pretty much had a following before they got on social media. A lot of times people that are on the space, they're actually trying to build a following up from social media. And these, celebrities usually have followings before they even get on social media, or, they just kind of explode, which does happen to some people. Kind of like the TikTokers, you kind of just explode and you kind of become like this celebrity status on social media. So with that being said, don't get depressed and don't get sad if you have like, 1,000 followers and you're not there yet. I've said this before, I probably said it in my course. Typically brands want you to have like anywhere between 1,000 followers and up. So, that is a sweet spot to shoot for. But if you're able to build your community up from, you know, 0 up to 1,000, and your engagement rate is like through the roof, like, you know, you're racking up 50 to 150, 200 comments under each post, brands pay attention to that, and brands like that, because the fact of knowing that your community that you build up is pretty much a target market, like it's no in between. It's not like I'm kind of getting off track. I'm gonna say that for another video. But if you guys like this video, or you guys like videos like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, so that way I know to keep making videos like this. If you have any questions, concerns, or maybe some topics you want to hear me talk about, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But until the next video, I'll see you then.